Hi there, my name is Pablo Requena and I'm gonna show you how to do the last part of the carving on the neck. So in previous videos what we've seen is we've been looking at how to carve the main center section of the neck. Then we've done the joint between the head and the neck, these little details here. So now we're going to be looking into the heel. As you can see, I have done this section already, and what we're looking for is to be able to continue the main shape of the neck all the way down into the heel. So there's quite a bit to remove here. In this side you can see I've only just started, but I'm just going to show you very quickly how I do that. So I find a way of fixing the guitar into the bench, again like I've done with other jobs. So now the guitar is sort of fairly steady into the bench. Now the first tool that I'm going to use is the knife again. So again I'm going to try to be cutting mainly with the tip of the knife, and I'm going to cut very thin. Well, I'm just going to start cutting them a little bit thicker, but then as I get closer to the final shape I need to cut thinner and thinner all the time. So the idea here is to start removing all this excess that is quite obviously in the way. So again, like before, we are going to be blending in the three main curves that we've been producing here. This is the first curve on the neck, the second curve is this one on the shape of the heel, but the third one is this one along the side of the heel where it joins the side. In here I have this little bit there that I need to sort out to be able to carry on with the job now. So that's what I'm going to do. So if I can show you, in this side, the profile that I'm going for is one even curve starting at that point next to the fingerboard and to finish right at this end. So I don't want to have any kind of shapes coming out and then in. It's just one inner curve all the way. So this sort of curve is what I want to be producing in the other side. So you can see here I've got quite a bit of wood that I need to remove. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. Okay. To do that, I find that the best tool is the chisel. So if we come along this other side, I can put a block under here. So the chisel is very sharp. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to be digging into the side. That would be really a bit of a disaster. So I need to make sure that the flat side of the chisel, which it doesn't cut, it's always flat against the side. As long as it stays flat, there's no danger that I'm going to be cutting into the side. What some of my students do is that they feel a little bit concerned about using the chisel here, and then what they do is is that they come out to the side feeling that they are a bit safer that way, but actually what that can happen is that you can go into the side and do a lot of damage. So feel confident of what the tool can do for you. So without any more explaining, I'm just going to go into it, and you can also see that I'm trying to go away from the side. Okay, so I'm going to have a look and see if it looks anything like the other side. And yes, I'm quite happy with that. I think there's a little bit more to remove here. So this time I'm going to rest the guitar in my shoulder, and again with my thumb I'm pressing into the chisel to make sure that it's flat against the side, and I'm just going to remove just a little bit on this area, which I can see it needs to be removed to be similar to the other side, and again a little bit more here. Okay, well, I'm happy with that at the moment. Now I also have this block, and this is no more than a piece of plywood. I've got a nice even arch in here, and I have sandpaper stuck into this face, and it's absolutely flush with the side. And what I will do with this is that I can use it to smooth this curve, because using the chisel you're always going to have some facets there, so this way I can round everything clean without any danger of scratching the side, to make sure that I don't do any damage on what I've done already there. So yes, I quite like that. So I'm going to leave that at the moment. I'm going to put the chisel away, and now the next tool to use is the rasp. I'm going to put the knife away to make sure that there's no issues there. So the rasp, again, you got one round side and a flat side, so I will be using both of them to get the best out of the tool. So I'm going to put the guitar back into my mold here like that, and now I can finish off blending everything into the neck. Okay, so the basic shape is there. There's quite a bit to tidy up now. One very important element on this job is this curve, which is the joint between the heel and the neck itself. In this one actually it's quite convenient that they're quite different in colour, so you can really see this joint really clearly. So what I will be looking for here is to make sure that if I have my center line there, I will want this half of the curve to be identical to this other half, because if it's different, not only it will look odd, but also I know that I have more wood in one side than in the other one. So now it's time to finish off with the rasp, with maybe with the knife, but I think the knife is really now done what I would be using is 120 sandpaper, and I also have a sponge block. So if I get the paper around the block like that, as I squeeze it, I can get a nice even shape, and it's quite steady. So this will help me to clean up all the curved areas in here in the hill. And yes, there will be a matter of changing position quite often, really, until I get good access into the area that I want to clean. Okay, so it's going to be a good half an hour of work sanding and cleaning it up, but basically now you've got the basic elements and the basic steps in the process of shaping the neck. So if you would like to see the end result with everything cleaned up and everything, have a look at my Facebook page, and you'll find pictures there looking everything really nice and tidy. So this is as much as we're going to do now with the neck. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, please let me know and I will try to answer the best possible. Thank you.